KazaLoLLCShighlights, because KazaLoLLCShighlights and Galio was how KT picked up most of their victories, how BDD and Kaz picked up most of their victories. Apart from the Abyssal Voyage. Bot side, we saw pretty heavy invade, means that Brahms caught up and all alone here, Key.
He's going for that plant. Can he make it? A couple more damage would do it. He puts up a shield, but here comes Trick. The easiest gank for a Zac at that point.
It's pure tank on the Galio.
Look at this, there's no warding at all. Easiest flash get for them. They're gonna bop two heads together. Do they have something extra? They eat up Key. Keep in mind, he does not have his flash from that earlier kill, and he goes down again.
This like you say, from the side of BBQ, respecting that ultimate. It's Tempt. Oh, he loses vision.
Lost vision, now it's 2v4. In comes TK from behind with Ghost alongside him, but this kind of looks like a broken up fight. Gets the ultimate down at least, and they pop the passive there onto Zac, but they want a little bit more. They want to get Ghost, but there's the stopwatch. Lava pretty low, as well as Tempt, but look at how much damage. He has his own stopwatch. And now the Kog'Maw passive, trying to do that extra bit, and the double kill going to the bottom lane of BBQ is going to end that.
And Tempt keeping the mid lane Galio counter was important, as we see a lot of people mid.
Yeah, you see he gets taunted out of the ult, but when you're going 1v4, does it really matter? That little bit of extra time to lock
coming through. Ghost and Ignar trying great communication once again. Playing through this bot lane is first, and bonus objectives are plenty for BBQ.
Look at the heat map for Trick. He's been
the Ghosts there did spot them out.
Frostqueen Claim does show it, but
top side got solo experience, not solo gold though, on the turret. So still good news stories for the side of BBQ. No big worries here. And to control the red side jungle.
Respect it. He's really been popping off on this pick. We'll see if he goes down here though, as Trick is attempting to save his life. Linderong a little bit separated, takes a bunch of damage, but he is Vlad trying to stay alive. He will stopwatch, but now it's 5 members, as even the TP coming in from Tempt. Tanky at this point, as is Ignar, that they allow both Tempt and Ghost to get in there and do a lot of poke damage while eating the turret damage themselves.
Doesn't get the kill on KazaLoLLCShighlights. We've got another fight.
Yeah, we got a fight coming in. The TP from Crazy actually from behind, but this time the flank from Linderong is going to help out here. Tons of damage going down onto that very tanky Crazy on the Gnar. Even though he got a decent ultimate off.
They haven't had for 20 minutes. That's about as big a victory as you can really expect for ROX Tigers.
Go for it at all.
Feels like a bit of a misread from ROX. What you'll see is you always look on the map and say, okay.
But they're looking for a play here. With that Frost Queen's Claim, they slow down everybody so much, and here comes the TP from Crazy, but Tempt taking a bit of damage early on, and now Lava getting into position. Linderong coming from the right side, hits his ultimate on 3, and it looks like Tempt was able to lock someone down there for quite a while. Lava and Key leading the charge on in, trying to get that 3-man stun, that taunt on in, but he might be ticked down here from the Malzahar. Now Crazy from the right side. Lots of low members on the side of ROX Tigers. I don't think we're done with this fight just yet. BBQ wants to re-engage. Gonna throw another boulder on in, just trying to poke for a little bit right now. And there's that nice ultimate, he catches 2, and that's gonna be 2 deaths on the side of ROX Tigers. Double kill.
They use out the blast cam, but he does not have vision. They do have vision on Sungwon. Someone needs to stop him. Malzahar is probably that man.
Yeah, looks like Malzahar.
He has his suppression back up to interrupt him.
Tom can't, so they will effectively push it back. This is not going to be the 16-minute Baron dance this time around. Just about very nicely done. If BBQ could just be a little bit more clean in the beginning.
And practices flash ultimates. Didn't realize that was a mechanic he needed to practice with Malzahar, but it's 2 out of 2 times. Let his team down a little bit. Didn't matter in either of those, as well, they're playing 3 lanes. Even Trick's in on.
Crazy, very nice control on the Gnar, just dancing outside the taunts of the Galio. You can see
it's play 5v5 fights, and that's the only thing BBQ has no interest in doing.
Yeah, the 3-lane push, the 2-1-2. Zac doing his own little push in the mid lane, as you said, up against. Okay, they are going to get the Varus ultimate onto Trick, but he just pops himself away. Another ultimate onto the Braum this time around, at least getting him out of the fight for now. Lava taking a bunch of damage. Linderong going for another flank, but he looks a little bit too late here. So many low members on the side of ROX Tigers. Crazy trying to go by himself. He's got the help of Ghost, and now Linderong is caught up in the top side by himself.
You definitely need to run straight down the middle if you're Linderong. There's nothing to flank because your own team is collapsing in the middle. The fuzzy center is certainly being just completely obliterated, and it's already
at least get this turret. But he is still down for about 9 more seconds. They're not going to push onto the inhibitor. More safe play. You might as well when you're
time to start cracking the base, but it'll happen soon.
Yep, there we go. They chunk out Seongwon, and they are not interested in fighting a 4v5.
This W is up, so no real engage from ROX. Now, 2 of their big engage tools are down. It's going to be at least 1 Nexus turret.
Yeah. Going into the first one, Ghost, once again, even though he has lost his red buff, he's pretty fed right now. Going 1v2. On the left side, we see Linderong gets ultimated. Lava comes in, doing a nice little pose, but not much more than that. Has his charge blocked as well for the extra kill. Give that a double kill to Crazy, who should be the MVP, if not Trick for this one. Either way, is going to be the 1-0 victory for BBQ. Switch it with 0 seconds left to Alistar. So they want to be a little bit more active with their engage with the cow.
And Alistar does allow you to try and headbutt.
And he's already used his flash. He has no way to get out of this. The stun's going to come down, and first blood already given to Linderong. 5, Seongwon is level 6. So here we go, gonna engage on in. Trick trying to help out his buddy, knock some heads together. They definitely knew this was happening. In comes the TP. That's gonna be a kill onto Linderong. Totally 100%.
In this sort of a game against Spellbook Gangplank, so Spellbook Sivir, you may actually have to use the Gangplank ult to wave clear bot lane when Varus is trying to recall. Is this going in here? It's Tempt again.
Tempt again from behind, another TP. That unsealed Spellbook. Very early on, and so it'll just be this free Infernal, essentially. Seongwon come top twice, and now he might have a place in this fight, as Key is going to be kidnapped straight into Tempt, but here comes Seongwon. The ultimate is blocked there by Trick, but that's too much damage. Slava's getting on in now. Ghost and Ignar a little bit too late to that fight, as well as Crazy. That'll be 2 kills going over to the ROX Tigers, a double kill for Corki.
Yeah, that time, no real way for Crazy and Ghost to be involved there. Most of the gold is on Ghost as well. Awkward. Get some early shots in before the minion wave arrives.
He really wanted that first blood turret, but it's going to be taken away by the Rift.
Get that objective to start equaling up the gold. Very narrow gold lead for BBQ, about 900 gold.
Far behind. She's gonna back now.
Definitely no assassination coming through from
better.
Linderong went
One
for
blue trinket on the side of ROX, and it's on cooldown. So this is gonna be a bit of a bait in here. Trick though missing everything. They're gonna have the Varus ultimate land, but it's onto Key. Can they even get the kill here? It's extremely close. And finally Tempt gets that last bit of damage in. Now Seongwon, now Trick getting a little bit too far forward. One more rocket, he's gonna get healed. And he dodged that last one in lava. Getting a little bit too far forward, gets hit by the barrel, and Ghost, he's going off now, forces off that stopwatch, able to take out him and Linderong. This is going so totally wrong for ROX, but so right for
members of ROX Tigers. That's the sort of synergy that usually takes time to build up. On point from BBQ. And just like we saw in our first series, you blink and you miss it, and suddenly the game...
Didn't even have to blow his flash. He's still got it now for their Baron push, and he's even more of a threat on the support side for Ghost, who's just ravaging these turrets
It's an aftershock, Alistar, so his flash units closer and allow the initiation as well. He's in trouble here, Tempt.
Yeah, well, he's got a stopwatch. We'll see if that gets him out of the... Nope, it doesn't.
Nope. The Songyun is super fed. Double Zeal item, Essence Reaver, and Infinity Edge. It's a pretty squishy lineup armor-wise from BBQ. You can count the armor items onto basically Ignar only. We might see a base
looking
race.
Like it. Okay, we got 4 members of ROX up in the top side.
Crazy should have ulted this much earlier. Seemed surprised it was happening. They can tank it up. They're going to get an inhibitor for free.
And look at this. Trick is the only one back home. Looks like he's on delaying back duty. We'll see if he wants to get in. He's delaying a couple of members right now, but Songyun and Key are going to make their way back.
He doesn't have any range disengage. ROX Tigers in this game getting inhibitor for Tigers. They know that was a bit of a heist.
Trick is going to die too. He's going to go down. And can BBQ get another one of these things? TP comes in trying to save him.
Interrupts the teleport.
Yeah.
They're going to try and end the game.
Okay, it's going to be up to Ghost here, but it gets exhausted and locked down by the Q from Braum. Right now, though, look at Crazy. That burst damage out of Crazy and Ghost is way too much for Linderong to handle. He's not tanky enough.
There's no minion wave in topside. 1 Nexus turret is down. Very rarely do we see this sort of action in Korea. The respawn onto Temp backs them away. 2 inhibitors are down. There's pandemonium here. He's doing a teleport of all things. Rings run around him by the hook shot and everything as we pile onto Zach.
Okay, Trick taking an immense amount of damage, but look at Sejuani in the front line being suppressed for an incredibly long time. Ghost critting him down like he's made of a piece of paper.
Sejuani, free Elder for the side of BBQ. Still Baron for 40 seconds. They do not want to let, they don't want to recall because they got...
Yeah, that should be enough time. They're going to go for this inhibitor, make a quick run up into the mid lane.
5 seconds on the Sejuani.
Gonna begin poking this down.
A lot of respect from BBQ.
Triple barrel from Crazy. Nobody's gonna attempt it, but Ghost, he gets slowed down and stunned by the Braum. He's still alive though. Gets into the back, will ult for safety. Here comes Camille into the back line. He's gonna lock down Ignar alone. Has that ultimate up and available. 50-50.
Ignar, he's on a mission.
Okay, he's coming from behind, and he's gonna catch Corki in the background. So many shields keep him alive, but Ignar will get the kill in the end. Crazy get low, but you can see what the barrels do to Key in the background. Linderong all alone, trying to engage with that ultimate himself, but now he's just trying to get out of the way. And so BBQ will win the fight after taking down Lava.
Final inhibitor turret. That was the sort of move that Ignar made his fame on, won the fans. Trade ult for the wave clear.
Okay, they're gonna push in on now. Ghost coming in, Linderong, but the ultimate, it hits Ghost in the back line, and Crazy gets punished in the front. His GA is gonna be down, and he gets silenced. Down he will go. Sivir gets the kill, so even though the inhibitor is down, they're looking for more kills. Here comes Lava with this package, make that 3 into 4. Only Ignar will get away, and ROX is gonna be looking for some big objectives after that one.
I mean, they might be trying to end the game here, Valdez. It's gonna be difficult, so many turrets to puncture through. They're gonna at least take 2 inhibitors though. Death timers are massively long. I think ROX Tigers with 3 Trinity Force users, I'm gonna try and just end it. I think they've won.
Oh man, you can see how fast the turrets go down with those Trinity Forces you were talking about. That's gonna be 1 turret, make it 2 into the inhibitor.
It's over.
It's way too long on the death timers, and we are gonna be going to a game number 3 as the ROX Tigers, with their Sivir and everything else that they got, will force it here up against BBQ.
Feels a bit like a pickpocket by the ROX Tigers, but they played defensively wherever possible. BBQ.
Yeah, I mean, the Kha'Zix was still available if you wanted to go for like the Kha'Zix Galio, but Jarvan Galio.
Tank support rune page, if you're not going for Guardian. Oh, he's Guardian anyway.
Yeah. Would have liked to see someone else's runes, but hold that thought. We do have Featherstorm coming on out, and a flash onto Tempt, who uses his flash earlier on to get out of that Jarvan ult, but it's way too much. Someone now is going to pick up the first blood. Galio trying to jump away, and he will get out of tower range. Trick, unfortunately, not able to kill anyone by himself. He's still on the chase. Here comes Braum.
Protobelt actually coming out. Is nice gank bar from Songwan.
Oh, right in the back. Crazy. He's incredibly tanky, but you've got 2 members you're going against. They got to be careful not to go too far, but that's going to be enough. The flash was a little bit too late. Pressure has more CS. Hold that thought. We are going to go for a bit of an engage. Nice. Does get blocked by the Braum, but they're still going in for the flash and the knock-up. There's the Jarvan for the follow-up. A Trick going for the counter-engage, but here comes Galio. Ignar is super low. Can they actually get the taunt? It's going to miss just barely. Kidnap coming in, so I'm getting low, but he is going to live with the heal. But here comes Tempt. Not really able to make sure that can happen, so adding that extra bit of AP in is going to be very nice. We are going to see getting out of position there, but here comes Ghost. He doesn't know this is happening. He was actually backing. He's trying to take down Sungwon, but no hope, buddy. You're 1v3, and that's going to be the end of your life.
Yeah, it's no jungle control at all for Ghost.
After that gank, I believe a bunch of those guys had to walk all the way up. Also does have a control ward down here, so it's only going to be spotted now. Going to try to commit for the smite. They're going to knock him up, but it will go over to Trick. Even so, no steal.
They haven't picked it up yet, though. One Punch Man Cho'Gath.
Yep.
There's a skin idea. Free one for you guys.
Raining down spikes on the Vladimir up in top lane for the majority of this. They're going in to Sungwon. See what they can do. The Elastic Straight isn't going to get in on there, but they have Tempt in the back doing a ton of damage. Galio trying to save this life. Teleport coming from behind. Linderong with another flank. That's really been the name of the game for him. He's going to hit 3 members with that ultimate. Here comes the Ornn. It's going to knock up Ghost, and that's going to be enough to take him out and rout the rest of BBQ away from that fight.
And no ability to enter position. Do need to turn something like a Baron on, though. And it's not necessarily against the comp that ROX is running. but
they're going
no
for
flash.
It. Ghost doesn't have his flash, and Galio comes in. This is what their composition is about. Ghost is just going to disappear. Linderong really going all the way around. Looking for another flank.
Doesn't seem like the team you want to force it against, but they are so far. They're waiting for the turn. Still no turn. Now they're all caught in the pit. We could have everything happen here.
Yeah, here we go. The flash on in. There's Crazy, and it's going to go down to Saya. Funnily enough, very close. Someone, though, getting low. Can they actually do any damage? Crazy not able to feast on that Baron, unfortunately, but will pick up one kill alone.
Yeah, I think Feast Smite was the attempt there. Feast was certainly used
on the turrets that weren't picked off earlier, as I was saying. BBQ was ahead 3. Now ROX will quickly follow up. There's going to be 3 turrets taken out, and they're still pushing down the mid lane here. They're about 3.5 thousand gold ahead.
I mean, you make the wrong engage on this comp, then you're going to lose an inhibitor. So they're being very tricky here. BBQ still have a lot of options. You'll notice they have 4 out of 5 flashes up.
Okay, they're going to go for the engage here onto the Xayah, who has to flash away, but gets knocked off the wall. Kind of a funny engagement there. They at least push ROX back. I thought perhaps she would get knocked off the wall back into the kidnap, but that wasn't the case.
Galio also available and used to decrease the damage, so nothing doing there. Songyun still very, very healthy. And all this time, Linderong was like, cool stuff in mid lane. I'm going to take a second turret in the top side.
Doing his job. So we still have the engage available for the most part here. There's the Ornn engage. Trick, you can't really stand in the front against this much lockdown, and he will pay for it. He's going to go down even with the Warmogs and how tanky he is.
Lava's not going to be a Medjay's, but you start to wonder. ROX Tigers
always be available to ult in with your heroic entrance.
Here we go. Speaking of ults.
There's the heroic entrance. It's going to get only one. Linderong is in the back. They're trying to close in. The Ornn ultimate is going to get Ghost here in the front. Trick just going down on the side. Didn't even see him. That's going to be 2 kills going down here for ROX Tigers.
ROX Tigers was so confident, ulting under turret because they know this comp so well. You thought it was comical. Vladimir, Jarvan, Galio in the first round. It was Ornn, sorry, instead of Jarvan. What does it mean? It means they have full understanding of the limits of the Galio. It's a different Galio, so credit to Lava, playing both sides of the Galio build in the same series. They just bulldoze at every opportunity. And what did we say in Champion Select? Weird to see Taliyah and Varus select after all his Malzahar games, and I've not been impressed with the Taliyah at all.
We got a double knock up here onto Songyun. It's going to matter is really the answer here. Someone going in. He gets beasts and taken out by Crazy. Linderong trying to get some damage of his own down onto Trick and Ignar. Does a bit of that, but look at this. Now finally they get some room, and here is where Ghost gets a chance to do some damage. Lava, he did pick up a Medjay's, by the way. He's got 10 stacks still from the Dark Seal earlier on.
What a beast.
I know, he's going for it. And I mean, can't blame him if you don't die, why not?
Nice turn off of the Baron. They see the TP coming in. Crazy's tanky.
Here comes someone again, and another flank from Linderong. They get onto Ghost, and this is what we're talking about. Both Ghost and Tempt, they have nowhere to go. If you pull off an engage like that, or any kind of flank or anything, they are going to die, and that should be the end of the game. ROX too far ahead, they get the 2 carries, and now they're pushing to win.
There's nothing they can do about it, as we've said it so many times now. When they both flash at the same time, it's the ultimate go button. That's the ult they were looking for. Tanky members and Crazy with a bit of wave clear. But like you say, it's time to end.
So here we go, 5-on-3. 3 tanks, mind you, that don't really do any damage. They can kidnap, Songwon and Key are not super tanky, but it's going to be enough to push them out of the way. They're going for more kills, but in the end, this is going to be a win for the ROX Tigers. They come back from behind and take 2 in a row with a very nice comp in Game 3.
Really big cheers here for the ROX Tigers fans. They're so happy. They couldn't have seen this coming an hour ago when everything was painting a BBQ 2-0. Well, the ROX Tigers coaching staff, credit to them in Game 3 because they stuck with what they've been preparing.